Okay, so we're all hearing about the AI revolution, right? But today, we're going to peel back the curtain and look at its dark side. There's a whole underground market growing, a place where AI is being built, packaged, and sold just for cybercrime. Let's get into it.
Your sadistic cyber pentesting waifu. I mean, what on earth is that? Sounds like a character from a video game or some weird internet meme, right? Nope. That's actually the marketing slogan for a real AI hacking tool being sold to criminals. And believe me, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
So think about it. While a lot of us are busy using large language models to, help us draft emails or write some code, there's this whole parallel economy booming on the dark web. And over there, custom AI models are being built from the ground up to help people break into things.
And you should know, this isn't some amateur hour operation. Researchers over at Palo Alto Network's Unit 42, they've uncovered this surprisingly professional marketplace. It actually mirrors the legitimate software industry in a lot of ways.
Yeah, just look at how structured this whole thing is. These tools are sold on forums with subscription plans. You can pay by the month, by the year. You can even get lifetime access. They have their own dedicated developer communities that are constantly improving them. They're trained on these specialized data sets that are just chock full of malware code and phishing templates. And to keep up appearances, they're often marketed as penetration testing tools, which are supposed to be for security pros to find weaknesses in their own system. And this is a perfect example of what they call dual-use technology. Andy Piazza from Unit 42 makes a really great point here. He compares it to a well-known tool called Metasploit, which was created for cybersecurity defenders, but of course, got picked up by attackers pretty quickly. Well, AI is now in that exact same spot.
Okay, so let's get specific. Let's meet two of the main players that these researchers found, and they really show two totally different ways people are building and selling criminal AI.
So on one side, you have GPT-4. It's the slick, commercial, professional product. And on the other side, you have KawaiiGPT, which is free, open source, and frankly, really, really weird. Let's break them down.
So first, let's talk about GPT-4. Think of this as the polished professional product. It's a jailbroken language model that popped back up this year after its first version got way too much media attention. It's a specialized tool, and it's packaged and sold with a very clear business plan.
And you might think a specialized AI for hacking would cost a fortune, right? Nope. This is the price for lifetime access. That low cost, plus a super easy-to-use platform, makes it incredibly accessible to pretty much anyone.
And this right here is their main selling point. Without boundaries. That's just code for this thing won't give you any ethical lectures. It won't refuse to help you with shady stuff. It is specifically designed to ignore all the safety features that are built into models like ChatGPT.
All right, now for the second one, which could not be more different. Meet KawaiiGPT. This thing is totally free. It's just sitting on GitHub, and it takes less than 5 minutes to set up. And it has a very distinct personality.
Yeah, you heard that right. While it's handing over malicious code, it's using this really casual, almost playful tone. It's honestly unsettling, but it represents this super accessible, entry-level tool for someone who's just starting out. It gives you everything you need, the social angle, the technical code, right out of the box.
And don't let that quirky vibe fool you. KawaiiGPT has a dedicated community of around 500 developers behind it. They're constantly updating it, tweaking it, and making sure it stays effective.
So, okay, we've got these tools out there. One is professional, one is community-driven, but both are designed for crime. So what's the actual threat here? What does this all really mean?
It's really easy to let your mind jump to a sci-fi movie conclusion, isn't it? To picture some all-powerful AI creating these unstoppable cyber attacks. But is that what's actually happening?
Well, according to the experts, no. Andy Piazza puts it perfectly. The threat isn't some over-the-top AI mastermind. As a matter of fact, when they tested the malware these models created, a lot of it was actually pretty easy to detect with current security systems.
So here it is, the most important point. The real danger isn't that AI is becoming a better hacker than a human. The danger is that it's making it possible for more people to become hackers. It's lowering the bar for entry dramatically.
And this idea, this lowering of the barrier to entry, that is the fundamental shift these tools are causing in the world of cybercrime.
This quote just nails it. You don't need to know the technical jargon anymore. You don't need years of training. You can just describe what you want to do in plain English, and the AI will spit out the code to get it done.
It really just boils the whole process down to these 3 simple steps. You just need the bad idea, then you ask the question, and then you get the tool. That huge knowledge barrier that used to protect networks from unskilled attackers, it's starting to just evaporate.
And that right there, that's the key takeaway. It's not about one AI super hacker. It's about a potential explosion in the number of human hackers, because suddenly anyone with a bad idea can get their hands on the tools to make it happen.
Which, leaves us with a pretty critical question for the future. We are seeing just the beginning of this trend. So as these AI models get more and more powerful, how is that balance between accessibility and security going to play out? That's a question we're all going to have to deal with. Thanks for tuning in.